Hey guys. Okay, so I'm gonna be kind of low energy today. Just letting you know. just, just letting you know. I don't even know. I'm just. Life is weird. But anyway, let's talk about some. Okay. Let's just have a good night slash evening slash morning slash whatever you're doing, listening to me right now, and just stress. Just let us calm down from the noisiness of people and annoying things and all that fun stuff. Now let's talk about Yang for our little Yang Power Hour. Okay, so I got my notes here. And yeah, speaking of low energy, speaking of low energy, I guess most of you probably have uh, figured or have noticed that Andrew Yang is getting a bit tired, and that's not even like throw. I'm not even trying to throw shade. He's just like all the like hustling he's been doing is, I believe, probably catching up to him. Like when during his a lot of his interviews now, like his voice is raspy. Like he just like has very like slow tempo to his speaking, or a slower tempo. He does have a slow tempo in general, but you can tell like it's like really like kind of he drags along like what he says. Um, but that it's not like, oh my god, like he's changing. Like he's just like tired, which I can relate to. Um, but yeah, I just it's okay, guys. I don't think he's like sick right now, or if he is, like I don't think like it's something like serious. Andrew's pretty young, and this is his first time doing something so strenuous as running for a president. This is where you could say that, like, okay, if he had ran for like a mayor or like a governor prior, he probably wouldn't be so tired. Sorry about background noise. He probably wouldn't be so tired, but many of the people that are running right now, probably all of them, have been in politics for at least like a second. Even Pete Buttigieg, I know he's young. I think he's like 32, even though he's younger than Andrew Yang, Andrew Yang is 44. But I think he was, like I said, I think he was the mayor or is the mayor of some place, one of the states. So why I keep thinking Minnesota. Let me look this up so I'm not like pissing people off. This is my owl, by the way. He's gonna be joining us today for our like kind of ASMR portion. But let's see what he judges from here, or at least where he was. Oh, okay, so he's the mayor of Indiana. Okay, that's what it was. So yes, so I'm sure he's been through this kind of journey before. So that's probably why he's not that tired, or why he still has the momentum that he does. But yeah, I just want to give you guys just send some encouragement to the Yang Gangsters way. Just to be like, hey guys, like you're doing good. Like keep going. I know it's hard. I know it's like momentum's probably slowing down just a bit because like nothing really is happening in politics right now. I mean, stuff is happening. Like a lot of stuff is happening. Uh, but in terms of like this 2020 election, nothing much is happening. So I know that like a lot of people are not that much into it, and of course they have there's other stuff that we have to deal with, like tariffs and like I think like potential I think it's Iran war potential. It's either Iran or Iraq. Let me double check this too. I think it's Iran where people are freaking out about. Um, yeah. So so obviously there's stuff like going on in like the current um, the current presidency that we have going on right now with Trump. He has a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening with him, and obviously people are like not to. They're trying to pay attention to all of that instead of like the elections, which I understand. Like, yeah, I gotta live in the moment. But the reason why I'm making these videos is to hopefully, encourage more, some more discussion on this election, particularly about Andrew Yang and why I think he's an important candidate, and just spread the word and just show that there are actual supporters here alive. We're not just on the internet like hunchbacked in like our troll hole. Like, we actually do exist. So hey, how you doing? um we have weird owl plushies, but we still exist. Okay, so yeah, just again, good thoughts, optimism, positivity. Bam, bam. Flooding your eardrums and all that fun stuff. And hopefully you share the same to your fellow people, whether they are supporting Yang or not. Just show appreciation, for people in general. People have it very, very hard, and it's just hard. Okay, I know the internet is a hostile place, but trust me, we're all just trying to survive. Okay, I don't think anybody is like evil, but I'm trailing off. But yes, I think that just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, Yang Gang, you're doing great. Keep going. I think we can do it. Listen, I love being underestimated. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I love the shit. I love the chase. I love the journey. I love being like, okay, they think we can't do this? Let's freaking show them. I'm all about it. Okay? So yeah, I don't care that like nobody really knows about Yang, and like even though like he's getting some buzz, and people are like, whatever, he's not that big of a deal. I love this. That's how we get to like sneak up. It's like a snake. That's how we get to like wade in the grass and like sneak up on a bitch and be like, hey, we actually do have something. We actually have teeth and fangs ready to chomp you and I don't know, whatever. Yes, poison you and whatever. And take you down, okay? Love that. Whew, okay, so I got that out of the way. I feel a little bit better. I was feeling a bit down, but I feel a little bit better now. You better shut the fuck up, microphone. It's not the day. Actually, I should be grateful because I actually dropped this thing like last night. This dropped the second time, by the way, so I'm glad that it actually still works. But yeah. Anyway, okay, so let's man, there's quite a few things we can talk about today. Let's talk about this. Scott Garibay, he had uploaded a video today about essentially why Yang is breaking up the human-centric capitalism view that he has going on right now. That's like one of his main policies that he's championing for. And Yang, Scott Garibay believes that this is an important part, not only of Andrew Yang's campaign, but of the future in general. And I agree. Essentially, to summarize, Scott talked about how, and he's a Andrew Yang supporter, homegrown YouTuber, quite small, but I think a lot of you guys, if you are into Andrew Yang, you probably know him. Of course, I'll link the video in the description. But yeah, he talks about how he essentially, I don't want to get into too many details, but how he likes Andrew Yang because he talks about how when you have a job or when you are working, it's not just about the money, Andrew Yang knows that like there is more that people want out of their jobs other than just money. Okay, and Scott Garibay uses the example of people who design what's it called, tabletop games, design, or they help create and all that stuff. And such as the most popular one is Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, and there are other ones. Like, I don't know if like Cards Against Humanity counts as a tabletop game. I think it does. But those are like pretty popular ones that most people know about. And he talks about how, when you are a developer or a creator or a designer, your motivation is very what's it called uh when you do something just because you love it and not just because I think intrinsic. Yeah, it's very intrinsic, which means that you do it out of the love and appreciation for the work. You're not doing it just because you need something in return necessarily. He talks about how a lot of these people, well, they do want their names on the product that is getting something out of it, but mainly they want like the credit. They want like the nerd credit. They want like yes, I love this so much. I love this product or this like entity or this game so much that I'm willing to sacrifice the money and my time just to get my name out there and just to show that like I'm a part of this community, type deal. Which I'm all for. If you guys, okay, let me timestamp that so I can edit that. If you, yep. See, this is what happens when you get too excited. Yep, okay. If you guys don't know, I'm into K-pop, and there is not a lot of, especially if you are a reactor. Hence, if you react to like music videos or albums or lyric videos or dance videos, if you react to those on YouTube, you don't get hardly any money. Because first of all, you're dealing with music, so there's gonna be a lot of copyright claims that are gonna hit you, and they're not gonna let you make a profit out of the YouTube ads that will probably play before, after, or during your video. Okay, so people typically don't get into reaction videos for the money. They typically do it because they want the credit. They want the street cred. They want to show people that, hey, I'm into this K-pop group. I love them. They're amazing. And I want to show that I was on this shit like an hour or like a day when after it dropped or whatever. Same with dance covers too, or song covers. When people do dance videos, what I used to do, but when you do them, some people like literally upload them like the day of these songs drop, or maybe like the next day, depending on when the group will post their showcase, which is when they, a K-pop group will dance on stage before it's all edited, after like the channels and like the streaming services like edited during live posts. But showcases when they just have everybody shown, they do their dance. It's all exact, it's all precise. There are certain moves that are correct. It's not like American most American songs where like people kind of do like freestyle, like in Korean, especially in K-pop. Everything is very intentional and very exact, and the dances, you have to do them correctly, or else like you might as well not even do the dance cover. Okay, so they don't get any money either, even though they work extremely hard when you practice these dances. I know I'm gonna go back to Andrew Yang in a second, don't worry. We're getting into hipster trash territory. I'm gonna get into hipster trash in a moment. But they work very hard, but they don't get any money from it. In fact, they probably lose money if they're spending money on like clothing to make themselves look good, or like a dance studio, or like just somewhere to dance, camera. Like they're probably losing money to keep all that stuff up. But it's credit. It's fandom cred, street cred, like K-pop cred. Like you are like the real deal if you do that, and if you do it well. So that stuff, and of course our current market does not support people that do dance covers of K-pop artists or people that do tabletop games. But the question that Andrew Yang poses, or what he submits, as he likes to say, as he would submit, that our market kind of should support that stuff. Andrew Yang he's publicly said that, like, yeah, I think that if we implement this freedom dividend, it would we would see like an influx of artistry and just overall just community, like probably community service, because people would have the time to actually help people out. and not be stressed out about, oh, I have to like work X amount of days and I have to work there and I can't help this person out. Or maybe religious communities like churches, they would probably be more active too. So yeah, stuff like that. Even though I'm not religious, that stuff is important. Like quote is important. I'm an atheist, in fact, but I did grow up Christian, and I know that for the most part, people are genuine with, being helpful and, doing good deeds. So I appreciate that Scott Gervais talked about this, and it's like, yes, that is exactly what we have to do. I think as a country to really push for not just measuring how much money we're making, but how much the emotional health of people. Yeah, which art definitely helps with. If you're into music, I'm sure, like, that what if you have great music to listen to, or a great show to watch, or great movies to watch, you're probably in a generally a good mood. If you have good food to eat, and if you can go out to restaurants and stuff, like, you're in a good mood there. If I don't know, like, I love how in Andrew Yang's audiobook, it's natural book too, but The War on Normal People, I did listen to that entire thing, and it's like 6 hours because I hate reading. But near the end, when he talks about human central capitalism, he talks about, he's like, time banking, when people trade their time for a certain amount of points, and he talks about the scenario of, like, okay, what if, a person would need somebody to help out with their car, like they're like, okay, something's wrong with my car, I need help right now, and I don't want to pay that much. I don't want to pay like exuberant amount of money to go to the dealership to get that done. So they would probably use like an app or some sort to ask somebody in their community, hey, they would check on their profile and be like, hey, you're a specialist in mechanics, and my specific car mechanic, hey, can you come over here and like help me out, and I'll trade you a time coin or whatever for your time, right? And then that was essentially, and then they would come over. Hopefully, they would help them out, and then bam, on their way. It was nice. That it was, it was very helpful situation. And yeah, heck, you may even make a friend. You may even make a friend. So literally, like, Andrew Yang made that example. Summarizing it, but he made that example in his book, and I love that he did that, because it's like, yes, don't we all want better, like, want to feel connected to our communities? I'm sure you do. I'm sure everybody would like to. We don't have the time to, we don't have the patience to, but if we did, if we were living in a utopia society, most people would. Now, I know a lot of people are like hermits, and they're homebodies. They don't want to deal with all that stuff. That's why, we have other things. All we're asking for are options. Okay. We're just asking for options. But yeah, I know that I can be a homebody too. I can be like, okay, I don't want to see anybody today. I don't want anybody to see me. I want to, like, just be invisible. Please make me invisible. Trust me, I'm like that for real. But then sometimes I do want to go out and meet people that share the same interests as me, or they're just nice people in general. Okay. So yeah, I think that we can move towards a future like that. That'd be sweet. And I just love that. That's even being brought up in the conversation of politics. Like, when you think about politics, you think that's like probably like anti people. You're like, okay, how can we, like, we think about our government typically. I think most Americans are probably like, yeah, the government doesn't give a shit about us. They just care about themselves. They don't care about the community. They just care about, like, making their money and leaving. Which is a shame. But I think we can change that during Andrew Yang's presidency. Okay. I just thought the nerd cred thing was very funny that that Scott had mentioned that. That's so true. Like, I don't seem like it, but, like, I'm certainly a nerd. Oh my god, dude. Like watch like the hipster trash I'm gonna make like in a second. Like guys, like I trust me, nerd culture is for real. It is intense and it's kind of awesome, but it really is intense. So I made a comment on this video being like, yeah, nerd street cred is real. Hence, for example, that's why a lot of people want to go to things like Anime Expo and Comic Con and E3. Maybe not E3 as much anymore because E3 kind of has a bad rep right now, but things like that. And it's like, yeah, they want to meet like-minded people that love things that they love, their niches that they love, and also they want to show off. They want to like dress up in their cosplay and like, or I don't know, like wear something cool. And like, yeah, I'm a fan of this word, and I want to do that too with Doom Patrol. I want to like cosplay as Negative Man. That's would be sweet, and I could pull it off extremely well. Extremely well. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I definitely, man, like I used to go to, I went to like VidCon, which is like YouTube's convention, like back in like 2015. I went to KCon twice. Like I know I haven't gone to a Comic Con yet, but I definitely would like to. Even though that's kind of gone downhill a little bit now, apparently, like it doesn't have like the same like hype as it did like maybe even like 5 years ago. But still that, thank you. There is still that inclination to go there anyways. So it really fucking scared me shit. Hope you guys are gonna be okay with that. Just lasts for like 10 seconds. And so there's 10 minutes apart. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. It's for real. And yes, again, like a freedom dividend would definitely encourage people to work and be effective in things that they actually do love. Okay, now yeah, my microphone is getting it's getting tired now. It's getting a little tired. That's alright, dude. It's okay. We're gonna put you further away. Okay? Okay. So honestly, I don't have that much to say right now. I have like nearly 40 minutes to go. Yeah, I mean, the last thing that I was gonna mention is oh, that's my stupid ass computer. I'm like, what the hell is that now? Anyway, so yeah, that's why I use my other computer because this one will do that and just power up. Actually, I don't even need this. Why I did look up some stuff earlier, but I don't even need this because my my microphone is getting powered by AA batteries now. Okay. So yes, the other thing that I had on my notes, like the last thing that I had on my notes, is why we should be preparing, in a way, be preparing for new young gangsters to come. Yeah, so as you probably know, a lot of people are probably gonna come after the debates, after the primary debates. Okay, which I think, fuck man, I don't want to look this up. I think it takes place like June 13th. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. Maybe it's no, it's not June 13th. It's not, no. It's not then. That's another date that I had in mind. But it's in June, okay? The first round, and there's gonna be other ones in July, but you guys probably been hyped up to know that Andrew Yang is gonna be there. I know a lot of people are banking on the fact that his fandom's gonna grow a lot after that. I have a feeling that it may, but it may not. Like it may like do like one of like a very like sharp tick, but it may like kind of like stagnate a little bit. Because I feel like a lot of people are just so stressed out like right now, like I don't know, like I just feel like I said, there's a lot of like stuff that's happening in our politics, but I just feel like there's like this general anxiety that I feel with people. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just me. Like I am stressed, but like maybe I don't know, like I may be like self projecting, but I feel this like kind of like somber like feeling, and I'm just like I really hope that people this may happen, but I think a lot of people will take Andrew Yang's optimism, his positivity, and will kind of twist that and be like, okay, he's just like a charlatan. He's just, like talking madness. Like he's just trying to like placate to you guys. Like he's not gonna actually do any of this stuff. Because people are so, I think a lot of people have become very cynical. Because life just makes you that way, a lot of the times. I do not blame you. I'm cynical as fuck too. I'm cynical as well. But I just really hope that we can get through at least some people that are optimistic enough to be like, okay, maybe Andrew Yang may have something going on here. And the debates may do it. Who knows, maybe another interview he may do outside of the debates will do it. Maybe another celebrity endorsement may do it. I highly doubt it though, because a lot of mainstream celebrities, in fact, are already like struggling just to be relevant. So I don't think a lot of them are gonna turn to politics and be like, hey, like take that risk, because everything is so divided. Like so many people are into Pete Buttigieg, so many people are into Bernie, so many people are into Trump, and so many people are into Harris and Warren. And if you pick one, if you're a mainstream celebrity, if you pick one, like you're really in for it. Like you have a lot of people to be like, what? Why aren't you into so and so? And like, fuck you. Like, why do you have to choose them? And it's gonna be a mess. I highly doubt a celebrity will endorse Andrew Yang. Because he's even more of like a what? Why would you fucking choose him? They would probably polarize a lot of people, but you never know. You never know. Maybe somebody would be ballsy enough to do that. I know people were talking about this podcaster that was kind of like, yeah, I'm for Andrew Yang, out of everybody. I see, but the problem is that I don't even remember his name. Like it needs to be somebody very impactful that I'll be like, yeah, this guy's the deal. And it needs to be somebody other than me, because I'm not a celebrity, okay? I'm not a celebrity. It needs to be somebody other than me that's gonna like do shit like this. But essentially you get the idea, right? It's like he's really gonna need some more in a sense, some more street cred. His name recognition is gonna have to go up like a lot, in June. I don't know what's gonna do it, but when it does happen, I believe it will happen, whether it's big or small. I still think he's gonna win the whole thing, by the way. I just don't know how it's gonna go down. I don't know how it's gonna go down. But when the shit does roll out and people do start coming in to the Yang game, they're like, okay, like I'm new, like how do you do this? Like what do you guys do? And how are you guys acting? And like, what is Yang gang, right? A lot of people like to ask Andrew Yang that, like, what is Yang gang? What does it mean? What does it stand for? Like, what kind of people are part of the Yang gang, right? Which kind of annoying. It's like we're not just one type of people. Like we're very diverse, creative, intelligent people that we can't just lump like together. But I understand what they're trying to say. But my thing is like, okay, perhaps one thing we could do, first of all, is be nice. Like that's so simple. It's like, well, of course we can be nice, but it's like, no, okay, like being nice in a political atmosphere on the internet is extremely rare. Like it does not happen. So that's one thing. We can be very understanding when people disagree with us, or if they criticize us, and maybe the criticisms are valid. Andrew Yang is not perfect. There's some things that's like that are maybe like, okay, he may be a bit too like maybe too optimistic. You can fault him for that. He's too optimistic, maybe to the point of naivete. you can say that. But if somebody were to say that to me, I would be like, I think that to combat like just the pessimistic and the cynicism of today, cynicism of today, I think we do need an optimistic president, like to balance it out. At least to balance it out. Like we can't just have people that are, we can't just live in a society that is like totally depression filled, anxiety filled, and suicide, thoughts of suicide provoked, and people like it just can't. It's not gonna cut it, guys. It's not gonna do it. Like you don't want to go down that path. I'm telling you right now, you just don't want to do it. And I think that AJ is the person that would definitely at least ease people's minds a little bit. And of course, his supporters should reflect that. I think his policies reflect that, and his supporters should reflect that. Supporters should reflect that too. So that's one thing that I think that we can do as Yang Gang, be like, okay, like really understand and listen to other people when they come in, and be like, okay, like what's going on here? Should we really trust Andrew Yang with essentially everything, having the most powerful position in the world, essentially? And to that, we'll say yes, and everybody has an individual story on why they support Yang. But I think if we just are respectful, honest, just tell it how, speak our truth, and be like, yeah, I mean, my life was pretty shit. Like, for me, like, I was very, like, just gave up on politics. I was like, okay, I don't even really care. I'm just curious to know I'm just curious, but, like, don't really care. And now I have a bit more, I have more faith in humanity in general because of Andrew Yang. I really do. Like, not complete faith, but I have quite a bit more faith because of him. Long story short. So yeah, guys, I think that that's something to think about. Not something to fret about, but just something to think about. Wow. Okay, guys. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. It's going to be a short power hour today. I'll try to stretch it as long as I can, but I don't know what I'm going to do. What else has he been doing? I hope AJ's been resting. I hope he's been resting, really. I really do. I hope that he's been taking care of himself. His team seems to be doing pretty well with holding down the fort. It's a very small team. The money. We should talk about the money for a moment. Just like how he's doing donation wise and meeting his goals and whatever. So I think that we're at maybe like we're probably at like thinking 1.3 million right now in donations. I think for the second quarter. Just for the second quarter, not entirely, but for the second quarter, and that is okay. It shows definitely like we definitely there's a lot of energy. You can tell there's a lot of fucking energy in this campaign, because the fact that like he's not taking any big donors and he's still making that much is really like crazy. I think obviously his goal is big. His goal is to hit 3.5 million, which is double what he made in the first quarter, which is, I believe, 1.75 million. And yeah, so we're about 2.2 million away from that goal, right? We have like a month left. Okay, so that's a jump, dude. That is a for real jump. Like, I don't know how the fuck that's gonna happen, but it could be done. It could be. I have some faith. Maybe, definitely, we'll hit 2 million. Certainly, probably will hit 2.5. But that extra million is gonna be a stretch for people. That is where I think that like the real grit is gonna have to come from Yang and us, from the Yang Gang and us. I'm broke as a joke. I don't like have much of any money because I'm going to KCON. That's a whole like I decided to really spoil myself when it came to KCON. I booked a hotel that was like way over my my means, but I the things I do for freaking for K-pop, man, the things that I do, but man, just drain the fuck out of me. But that's my decision, and now I'm like paying for that. But um I really like it's gonna be really hard for me to like muster up another $20 for Yang before June 30th. It could be done. I'm gonna try. Um but I don't know, because like he there was an email sent earlier today of somebody, I think it was somebody on his team. I don't think it was him personally, but I think somebody on his team was like, hey guys, I just let you know that we're doing well, we could do better, there's room for improvement, like they say, in terms of the I guess like just a general like campaign, and then especially the money, right, which is important. I made a video about this. It's nothing to like be stressed out about. I do not want any of you guys to be stressed out about this. Like I know I'm fucking not. Like whatever happens, happens. I'm proud of what I've contributed already. Like I've contributed a lot. I think like in some it probably I would have to say it probably is five. It's not even a lot. Like I'm just like terrible at math right now. It's 15, 25, 30, like 50, I think. $50, 50 or 60. Yeah, I think it's 50. Actually, no, I think it's 60. I think it's $60 that I've contributed so far. Yeah, 60. So that's in total. And I've never spent anything like that on a political anything ever. Like nothing. Okay, I'm 20. And I don't have that many years behind me, but like never have ever even considered donating, even to Bernie. I voted for Bernie in the primaries, but I did not consider donating to him. Which now I know how important that actually is. But that goes to show how much I really do believe in Yang. So like, yeah, I gave my funds to him, even though I would much rather spend it on food, but that's a personal problem. Or it's a personal joy. But yeah, that's me. But yeah, I'm not stressing out about it because I've done quite a bit. I know some people are donating like hundreds and hundreds of dollars to Yang, which I mean like they're like doing like monthly donations, which I just high five to you because you are high five. Because you are amazing. You are amazing. Well, I didn't know it was pink after that. I thought it was cute. It's amazing shit. But yeah, I'm not here to convince you guys, hey, like please like donate. Like I'm just saying like that's like also like that's what's happening right now. Just to keep that in your mind, in your mind follicles, to that like yeah, we could do better on the money side. But I wouldn't stress out about it, like even if you like honestly like when I see people commenting on his videos like, hey, I can only do like $3 or I can only do like 10, I'm like, thank you, like that is any like for real, I really do mean it when I say like every little bit helps. It really does. It truly does. I don't want to shame anybody into what they can give money wise, because like I said in the beginning of this freaking podcast, and like yeah, I guess it's a podcast at this point. Like I said in the beginning, people have it rough. Okay, people are having it rough. It looks like it's about to fucking rain. Like shit, dude. Okay, I see you, rain. I see you. Yeah. I'll never shame anybody for that, especially not you guys. So you guys are cool as beans. You're cool as beans. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm really trying to wow, man. 20 more minutes. I don't even know what I could say to that. Like I said, there's not a lot. There's not a lot. There's not a lot today, or in this past week. I don't even know. I don't know, guys. Oh, you know what? I can say this. Like on Twitter. Oh, yep. There goes the thunder. I told you guys. It's gonna come down tomorrow. It's gonna come down. Or tonight, because it got dark real fast. So you can tell by this thing, but it got dark because of the clouds. When I started, it's like sunny. But yeah, guys, like, yes, there's one thing that that's been really impressing me through this whole journey of Yang and everything, and that is Twitter. Twitter has been it's been very impressive. I am really shocked at how engaged I am with the Twitter community because I am literally never have been before ever. Maybe like every once in a while I jump up there and be like, okay, let's see what's going on uh here, and I leave immediately because I just hate Twitter. I really did. I did hate Twitter immensely, but after Yang, like I like and finding out about Yang Gang, and like I kept hearing like, oh, like on Twitter like that hashtag is like really blowing up, and I'm like, okay, let me check out like Twitter and see what people are talking about. But I've never looked back. I was like, when I first saw Yang Gang and like all the memes and the gifs, I'm like, these people are funny and they're creative. Like typically memes are kind of lazily done. Kind of rely on cheap humor, on shock humor, on like gross humor. And like for me, like the Yang Gang memes are very smart. They're really, really relatable, and just overall just a good time. They don't make you feel bad about watching. They don't make you feel like dirty watching them or like weird. Not that you should be guilty about being dirty. If you get what I'm saying, but I generally feel like I've gained something from the memes. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, like I agree with that meme. So that really stuck with me. So like ever since like months ago, like ever since I discovered that, I'm like, okay, let me go back every now and again and see what the memes are. And I have every once in a while, and they've been decent, and now like it's been like I guess like 2 weeks I've been really into Twitter. Of course I've been tweeting like tweeting these videos. I just like sharing like, hey, like on YouTube I've done this video, you guys you should check it out. Or I haven't said that, but like just more like just like what do you call it, I forget. But more just like explaining like, hey, not advertising, but what do you call it? Oh my god, yeah, I'm like lost for words. Wow. Oh well. But kind of like advertising. It's pretty much advertising. But I know that like a lot of people like to like just watch the video on Twitter and then like move on. Of course, you don't want to go to like links and shit, and because that's just annoying to deal with. Well, I guess staying in today. Shit. Because I'm staying in today. But yeah, what time is it? I'm not going out today for real. In that case, all the stuff that I said happened today. It happened yesterday. The email yesterday. Scott Gerbay's video yesterday. So sorry about that. I want to have some level of continuity, but I guess that's not gonna happen. I'm not going outside. Not for a moment. Okay, not for a fucking moment. But I appreciate the rain. I like this kind of like summer rain, like like ominous feel. I like that. It's kind of relaxing. So yeah, but yeah, the Twitter community. I really see. We're gonna get to an hour, guys. He doubted me. It's like you didn't doubt me because you just saw the video prior. I'm like, okay, or you saw like, hey, this is gonna last an hour, so you knew I was tripping. But anyway, is my skin better? Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah. So now I go up there quite frequently on Twitter, and I'm just like, yeah, I comment. I finally. Literally it took me forever to figure out how do you read comments on Twitter. I did not know. Like you have to like click on the tweet in a specific spot, like, especially if it has like a picture. You can't click on the picture. You have to click on like the actual tweet the person wrote, and then scroll down and like see the comments. I did not know. I was like, I want to read the comments and reply to comments. Like, how do you do that? Maybe they changed it recently. I don't know. But like I knew I was like, I can't find these fucking comments. Because I like to actually talk to people and like socialize and whatever. Man, it got real dark, dude. I hope it's not too dark for you guys. Like, whatever, it's gonna have to do for now. My scarf's pretty too. I like how I wrapped it today. No random twigs flying out. I don't think. Jesus Christ. I look kind of cute today. It's not a not a shift. Oh my god. Self-deprecation, yay! Oh man. But yeah, so I finally figured out how to do comments on oh, I know I can do hipster trash, the hour-long hipster trash today, and then upload my video, the ASMR video, while I'm doing hipster trash. Cause I have a lot to talk about on hipster trash universe. A fucking lot. Yes. So anyway, I'm so glad I found these batteries too. Holy fuck, dude! What a lifesaver. Oh my god, guys. So yes, like long story short, I've been on the Andrew Yang tweets and been replying to comments and reading the comments there. It's very interesting. The comments there are pretty much similar to like YouTube. Really, they're much shorter than YouTube's typically. Obviously, because like the character restrictions, like you just can't be as long as YouTube's comment section. Some people write like novels in the comment section, but they are just very like short. But Andrew, listen, like most of Andrew Yang's followers are like really very intelligent people, and like you can hold a conversation with them. Even if it's for a moment, it's just good to be like, hey, yeah, I agree with you here, or say like, hey, like exactly. Insert name, the person that commented. All that shit is good. All that shit is fun to do. I love it. Wow, I'm like I'm so glad I don't have to go outside. I'm so glad to not decide to go outside. Oh my god, dude. And now I know like what to do with my life right now. Oh my god, you guys. Yeah, this is quite an episode. It's quite a second episode. Low energy episode. Well, this rain's kind of relaxing me. Like the thunder and everything. Oh my god, do I love it. Whew. This is not as comfortable as you would think, by the way. Like these things are nice to play with. Like actually to cuddle with and all that stuff. It's not that fun. Like it's actually pretty. It kind of hurts your skin. Have sensitive skin. Oh my god. Yeah, just relax, guys. Just like relax, you know. I just really appreciate you guys, the Yang community. I really do. I think it's something so special to look back on, to look forward to. There's a lot of just cool shit happening with the Yang campaign, and I know I've said this before, but I feel like I have to say this again. Like I know that like I saw this like video of like. Pete Buttigieg talking about not even talking, but kind of talking about UBI, like how like yeah he's for it, you know. Automation is a thing that's gonna like impact people. And it's like it was like a hey like Andrew Yang versus like Pete Buttigieg, like talking about UBI and how like Andrew Yang was first and like now Pete Buttigieg is kind of like catching on. Like he said he talked about it like in March, but Yang has been talking about it since like years ago, like so it's like maybe not years ago, but he's been talking about it for like a good solid year. So I'm just like yeah, like if Pete Buttigieg really wants to get down like that, if he really wants to essentially like kind of like take Andrew Yang's policy, I won't be too happy about that. Like I said before, it's gonna seem cheap. Like yes, I do want the UBI, like I want it, but like I said before in a previous clip, I would still want Andrew Yang more than the money. I really would. I'm not playing because he really knows people and he knows that like how much like he's a fucking genius. Like I really do think so, and not. And I think he's book smart. I think he's street smart. I think that he has immense EQ, emotional intelligence. I'm not saying that Pete Buttigieg doesn't. I'm just saying that Andrew Yang is like the top of he's the cream of the top of the cream of the crop. He's the most. He's the best that you can get. I think. I don't think we should settle with anything but the best. America. I don't think so. I think we should get Andrew Yang because he is like one of the best human beings that like I've seen in a while. Like I don't know, like have you seen a better human being than him? I don't know, like I've seen great human beings, but him, I don't know. I wouldn't spend that much money. I wouldn't go like take a trip to New York if I didn't believe in him. I wouldn't buy T-shirts if I didn't believe in him. I wouldn't just give him money if I didn't believe in him like that. There's very, very few instances where I would do that. When I was just K-pop, and the other is like if I love like a TV show or a movie or something like that, or a book. You know, like I just, or yeah, I just wouldn't. I typically don't do that shit. And this thunder. Can you guys hear that? I don't know. Maybe the mic is so good that you can't hear it, but like, because this mic really picks up like voices that are like close by. It cancels out any background noises. So, but I hope you guys can hear that. It's kind of cool to hear. Yeah, I mean, if people just wants to get down like that, I wouldn't appreciate it. I don't. Like, just stay in your fucking lane, dude. Stay in your, like, hey, I'm the dog, I'm the puppy of the media, and, like, people love me because I'm cute and fluffy. Like, just stay there, okay? And if America decides to, like, vote somebody in like that, fuck America, okay? Like, we're dumb as fuck, and we do like dogs. I mean, I would love a dog. I've never had a dog before, but I would love a dog, okay? But I'm just saying, like, oh yeah, it's definitely rare. I see people with their umbrellas and shit. I'm so excited for my dinner, honestly. I'm so excited for my chicken and broccoli. Like, it's not gonna be boring chicken and broccoli, though. It's gonna be, like, flavored and, like, fried and good. Okay. But anyway, I just can't stand when people like do that shit. Like, if you're gonna like talk about UBI, just give Andrew some fucking credit. Just give him some fucking credit. Hell, like Andrew Yang gave Bernie Sanders credit when he talks about like Medicare for all or like single payer health care. Like, he gives Bernie like tons of credit. He's like, listen, like Bernie Sanders really paved the way for us talking about this conversation of really fixing our Medicare system. And it's like, yeah, he did. Thank you, Bernie. Really appreciate that shit. Now it's time to go a step further, okay? And like really, like I know Andrew Yang talks about. I know Andrew Yang talks about. I don't know. I'm busy. Anyway, I don't know if Okay. I don't know that much about the details, but I know that Andrew Yang is for more options than we have right now for Medicare. And not only that, I love how he talks about like his how he says that he has a friend in the business, and then he brings up that anecdote. That's what I was trying to think of the other day. Anecdote. That's when you tell a story. And guys, I know you guys can hear that. Okay, whatever. Anyway. When he talks about his friend, and he's like, yeah, she works in the industry, and she's like, yeah, I've never seen this much fucking corruption in a system before, ever. Like, people are tripping. And I'm just like, you don't say. Like, you don't say. But and she was like, yeah, Angie, like, I'm gonna donate you some money. Like, when you're elected, clean this shit up. Like, get these fucking people, okay? I'm just like, thank you. It's not just about like fixing up it's about fixing the system. But a lot of it's like, man, like, I hate to make somebody the villain, and nobody's really the villain. Like I said, we're all having a tough time, whether it be money, whether it be just mental problems, or whether it just be like you're I don't know, whatever the fuck's going on. But but fuck some of these people that have been scamming and scheming and just sneaking around, doing all kinds of shit for extra cash in their pocket. Like I did for an extra trip to fucking Aruba. Like I can't deal with people like that. I really can't. Now I know I like to take trips too. I like to travel. I like to be spoiled. Obviously, I'm going to this freaking hotel in Koreatown, like the hotel in Koreatown, to go to K-pop for like 3 days. Like it's like a $750 investment. It's just like I didn't have to do all that. So I know what it's like to be. I'm a bit privileged. I see that. I know that. You can probably tell by my voice, but I'm definitely not fucking rich. Okay, like my parents make sure of that. Like I'm not like I'm not like floating in cash. Like, no, it's not happening. I'm adaptable, okay, but I'm not rich. So, yeah, Andrew Yang can clean that shit up. Oh, wow, I really love that rant. That was a rant. I like that rant. Oh my god, you hear my background just like I'm bumping into it. Shit, it's a paper background if you guys didn't know. See, some of you guys didn't. So some of you guys don't think it was my actual wall. Nope. Now you guys, some of you guys know. Now you guys know. It's like, hey, it's my actual wall. There should be like a another code word if you sat through all this. This. Oh shit. This. Oh, sorry guys, I had this thing plugged in wrong. Whoopsies. You should be hearing like. Oh no, wait. Oh no, you are. Nah. Yeah, you're good. Nah. Oh wait, hold up. Why am I? Nah. No, this is not right. Yeah. Yeah, you should be hearing noise from there. You should be hearing noise from there, but you're hearing it from the other side. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, good thing I knew before I did any ASMR. Like I said, I dropped my my shit, so I had to readjust and all that fun stuff. Wow, we have another 5 minutes. Okay, how are we gonna do this shit? How are we gonna fucking do this shit? It got so dark in here, like it's not even funny, like it's like nighttime or something. Okay, guys, so yeah, there should be like a code word for if you've gone through this far. I'm thinking like Owl Nation. If you guys don't know, I'm into Screen Junkies on YouTube. You probably know them as like the Honest Trailer people. But like they have a podcast called Movie Fights, and there's a thing called Owl Nation. And I have an owl here, so if you've made it through, shit, sorry, if you made it through, if you made it through, and comment Owl Nation in the comments, and then I will love you forever, and I will comment like, hey, look at you, all sexy and shit, like rock on Owl Nation. I will. And I will heart it and everything of the sort. Obviously, you guys can tell I'm really, really excited when we get into hipster trash because I'm already in a hipster trash mood. And it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. So yeah, I mean, it's been a slow week for Andrew, but I think we can pick it up sooner rather than later. Again, a lot of people are banking on the debates. Some people know, they're like, okay, like don't bank too much on this debate, guys. Like it's not like it's not that many people watch it or that. Like, there's still plenty of people that are still disengaged with politics. So they're not even gonna like try to like watch that shit. But hopefully, some people do care enough, and they'll see Andrew Yang and be like, oh shit, somebody actually cool and different and like quirky, and he knows his shit and he knows his facts, he knows his math. That's another thing. I do need to like get a math hat. And that, like, I will spend more money on that if things work out well. If I have enough money, I will definitely get a math hat because that is a staple of the Yang Gang. I have to get a math hat. Represent here in bumfuck Delaware, Newark, Delaware. Okay, it has to be done. These people, it has to be done. Man, this fucking thunder is crazy, dude. I have to see like how much is raining or if it's raining or anything. It's gonna be lit. I'm actually not a big fan of the rain when I'm walking in it, but like when I'm inside, secured and like at nighttime, I'm down for the rain. I'm down. Shut the fuck up, guys. Okay, anyways. Apartment. Anyway, wow, guys, you can already tell them like really stretching here. Well, I hope you guys have a really good one. I'm really grateful for you guys sticking with me this long for this Yang Power Hour. It's been really, really fun. It's been weird and awkward and at first low energy, but now I think I have too much energy and it's like a bit much. But I thank you guys for sticking with this, anyways. And just like being awesome people. And yeah, I don't even know. Some of you guys may be thinking that like I got like I have it. Never mind. I'm gonna get. I already started. I'll end it with this. I'm not. I'm trying not to pay attention to the subscribers. Because first of all, like I did not get like over 1,000 subscribers talking about Yang. Like that did not happen. Actually, had talked. I got my claim to fame doing reaction videos to like gay like TV shows in Asia, like Taiwanese gay love stories and like web series stuff like that, or like Taiwanese love series, Taiwanese. You get the Chinese, like that stuff right there. Okay, so yeah. So I know like a lot of people it's gonna be really weird for me. It's gonna be like a lot of people are gonna be like, okay, like what is she doing? Like, it's just no, I'm subscribed. But then there's people that are subscribing just for Yang, and I must say, I thank you guys a ton because it just shows that like, yeah, there are people that actually care about what I actually care about. I mean, I love gay shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I love gay shit, but which I'll talk about on History Trash universe. But there are other things, more important things to to freak out about, and you know, BL boys love is one cool aspect, but it's not everything. And I just like wow, like it's so weird how like YouTube, like when you're on YouTube and you're like it's structured in a way to make you obsessed over your numbers and everything like that. And it's really hard to fight off at first, but now I think I'm getting kind of better at that because I'm actually talking about things that I actually really deeply think are important, and I'm actually being more myself, like, and letting loose and just doing whatever. And I just thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to do that and to do these types of videos. And yeah, hey, if you have any questions for me or any comments, leave them down below. Like I'm totally free. Okay, like I love the commenting. I'll get to you as soon as I fucking possibly can. Typically I'm busy watching like Netflix or K-pop, but I will get to you, or Twitch. I will surely get to you. Alright guys, that concludes Yang Gang's Power Hour, and I hope you have a really good evening, night, morning, afternoon. Bye. Annyeong. Doesn't have a name. Don't give it a name. Annyeong.